Do you know that the best interviews are the best conversations? Nothing more. We'll be right back. Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your comments on my first video. Oh, I felt so loved. So today we'll be talking about something really interesting, something personal to me because I'm an HR person, I'm a recruitment specialist, and I'm in the labor market. I've been doing recruiting for like 16, 17 months now, and this is a topic that is really pertinent to my heart because my friends always disturb me. Emmanuel Faith, this happened today. Welcome to Tips on How to Ace an Interview. If you agree with me, most times, more often than not, the first question that you're always asked in an interview is, tell me about yourself, or can we meet you, or what don't we know about you? Let me make you guys laugh. My last interview, right? They said, okay, tell me something that is not on your CV. Guess what I said? I said I can finish a pot of rice and beans. Interesting, right? Everybody laughed. And that's the whole idea. Maybe I should start by telling you some interesting things about interview. The first thing is that your interviewer is an human just like you. He's human, he has emotions, and he has bias. The second thing, this is a secret between me and you, don't tell anybody, is that your interviewer is as anxious as you are. They don't let you know. I'm an HR person, so I know. I will tell you why. If you make it, remember that we talked about how to write a badass CV, right? If your CV makes it to the interview stage, right, it means that you are the best person for the role. Or at least you have all it takes to be the best person for the role. And not all that is left for you is that you prove that you are the best person. Another interesting fact is that the best person does not get the job. The best actor does. So it's not about the smartest person. It is about who shows that he or she is the smartest person. I'll tell you how to show. Like I said earlier, the first question they often ask is to tell you about yourself. Remember to tell a chronological story. Say one. Make sure that the story you are telling aligns with the job specifics. And this is what I mean. I like to use tax and HR a lot because I'm interested in tax and HR. Maybe today I will tell you about my poetic side too. So imagine that I'm interviewing for Chimamanda's workshop. You all know that I love Chimamanda. You don't know? Now you do. Imagine that Chimamanda wants me to work with her as an editor and she says, hello Emmanuel Faith, I've read your award-winning poem. I even recently read your chapbook, Lagos Doesn't Sleep. Can you tell me about yourself? I'm not going to start by saying I'm an HR person because saying that will be shooting myself in the leg. I'm going to start by saying I'm a published poet. I've written, my poems have been published on WRR, Pausia Magazine, Kalari Review, and other notable journals. Do you understand? But imagine that, no, I'm not going to mention Andela today, so that one Andela will not come and be preaching me. AB InBev. Imagine that the senior recruiter of AB InBev calls me today and say, hi Emmanuel Faith, we've heard about the amazing things you're doing on LinkedIn. Can we meet you? I'll start with, my name is Emmanuel Faith. I'm an human resource specialist and an associate of Chartered Institute of Personnel Management. I have competencies in payroll management, compensation and benefits. I'm not going to mention poetry because this is HR, not poetry. Do you understand? So always make sure that when you are introducing yourself, tell the recruiter straight up what will attract their interest. Make sure that your can we meet you aligns with the job. Don't tell an HR role at a tax role. Don't tell an audit role at a finance role. Don't tell an investment research role at an investment banking role because they are not the same. I'll give you a very interesting stuff. So one day I was on an interview panel and this guy, I said, oh, can we meet you? He said, my name is Babajide Solasimi. I am from Ade local government in Oyo State. My father is a teacher. My mother is a fisherman. I have 2 children. You, if you are the interviewer, what's going on in your mind right now? I'm sure you are laughing hilariously. Nobody's going to pick that. Do you understand? So remember, when you are answering the question, can we meet you? One, tell a chronological story. This is who I am. This is where I graduated. These are the certifications I have. This is what I can do. And always end, it's very important that I tell you this, always end on a lighter note. So most times, there's something called fixated idea. So there's something that fixates an interviewer. There's something that a recruiter keeps remembering about you. I remember one oga at the top of mind that always say that when a recruiter sees his CV, they're always interested in the fact that he interned with Goldman Sachs. So end with something like that. Have you interned with Goldman Sachs or Bank of America? Oh, I did an internship at Bank of America. All of them will wait. What did Bank of America look like? I always end my can I meet you with, I've read 100 books in a year. And everybody stops and says, wow, really? You did that? You don't have to have read 100 books in a year. I know a friend that ends his interview speech with, can we meet you speech with, I can beat anybody at the chess game. And really, he has beaten his interview at the chess game before. I hope he doesn't see this video, by the way. The whole idea is that you should end on a lighter note. Remember that we said your interviewer is an human being. If you watch Suits, let your interviewer know that you like seeing series and Suits is your favorite, or How to Get Away with Murder. Imagine that you are interviewing a law firm and you now say that Suits is your favorite movie or How to Get Away with Murder. They're going to be interested in you because those are legal series. Or you're interviewing with an health company, you now say Grey's Anatomy is your favorite stuff. Or you're interviewing with an investment banking firm and you say that you've watched Billions season 1 to 5. They'll be interested in you because you're not just a guy that watches movies. Everybody watches movies. Hello. You're a guy that watches movies that aligns with his career path. I'm giving you lifetime secrets that people do not pay attention to. Another interesting question that people find a bit difficult to answer is, tell us a place where you've demonstrated leadership. Tell us a place where you had to get a solution. You know, all those things. I used to recommend a very simple approach. It's called STAR. Say STAR. Type STAR. STAR means situation, task, action, and results. Situation, task, action, and results. When they ask, oh, let me give you another secret too. I like giving secrets. Hey, you people enjoy free secret too. Anytime an interviewer asks you a question and you don't have the answer, do yoga. Can we go together? You just spend 8 seconds. So take a deep breath and answer. What was the situation? What was the task that came out of the situation? What action did you take and what was the result? Again, it doesn't have to be something exceptional. For example, if you're an undergraduate and you're in a classroom, when I was an undergraduate, I used to give this illustration. So what was the situation? We were 2,000 people and there was no venue for the class. What was the task? Because it was 1 week to exam free week, all the venues were occupied. So my task as the assistant class rep was to find a venue that can take 2,000 people at once. What was the action? I called all the other class reps of the department. If you attended university of, all this university with 2,000 people and you understand. I called the class rep of all the departments, gave them money for bike and asked them to go to 7 different venues. The results, we had a class at the most conducive venue ever. We even enjoyed AC. Simple story, right? Did you laugh? Of course you did. Would you employ me? Definitely. I can give a more serious scenario. Trust me. But I have categorically stated a procedure. There was a situation. I could have said, there's no class today. Let's go back to the hostel. But I thought about a result. I thought about an action step that brought forth results. And that is really what the recruiters are looking for. You can say, oh, you built an Excel model that saved the department a lot of stress. You can say, oh, you found a way to find our files in a better way. But all the recruiter is looking for is a procedure, your thought pattern. How do you think from a situation? What was the task? What action did you take? And what results did you bring? Another interesting question they ask is, what separates you from other candidates? All of you are like 25 or 50. Are competing for one single role. You think it's easy? Why should we employ you? I like to use this approach. Feature, advantage, benefits. I call it FAB, like fabulous, like not fantabulous. You have watched Mr. Buka, only too much. FAB. So what feature do you possess? I am extremely good with numbers. What is the advantage? I can sort data. I can sort a lot of data at the fastest possible time. What is the benefit? This is a finance firm that deals with a lot of data analysis. Having me on your team would increase your productivity because I bring to the table my versatile skill in Excel and Power BI. Please, if you cannot use Excel and Power BI, don't lie. But that is really it. Nobody is looking for something exceptional. They're just saying you to demonstrate value. Remember, we said that the best person does not win. The best actor wins. Maybe one last thing before we end this. Everybody wants to work with a multinational. Hello, I want to be InBev. Oh yeah, Deloitte, KPMG. The thing about interview with multinational is that multinationals are very specific about company culture. What is company culture? I'm giving you a child secret. Company culture is really the processes and patterns that a company implements. That's the simplest way to describe it. It's actually more complicated than that, but the right words are not coming right now. So manage that one. I'll give practical examples. My company, I can dress like this to work on a Monday morning. I don't have to wear suit and tie. I can wear agbada on Tuesday. I can wear agbada on Wednesday. You cannot try that in a finance firm. So a big part of my company culture is free but good-looking dressing. You cannot try that in a law firm. Do you understand? I work in a multinational company. That means that I have to be comfortable with speaking with people around the world. And that means that when I'm sending a mail, I cannot just say, this meeting is for 3 p.m. I have to say, this meeting is for 3 p.m. GMT plus 1. So it is very important when you are interviewing with a multinational to know their company culture. Is it an open door culture? Open door means that you don't say, hello sir, hello ma, Mr. Sir, Mr. Ma, Uncle Henry, you know, we are in African culture, Nigerians. There are some people, my HRBP, I hope she doesn't get to see this. I will not tell you her name, but I call her by name. The first time I used Ma, she said, who is Ma? As a matter of fact, I sit on the floor where there are like 4 or 5 execs, and I call them names. They are older than my mother. But then the company operates open door culture, and that's what it means. Some companies operate flexible hour culture, flexi time, or telecommuting. It means that you can work from home 2 days a week, and work in the office 3 days a week. So it is very important that you know the company culture. Why? I used to joke with my friends that I cannot go to a company where they clock in and clock out. I hope that my future interviewer will not watch this video. Because I've never worked in a company where they clock in and clock out. It doesn't mean I cannot be punctual. In fact, a lot of times I've gotten to my place to work at 6:20 a.m. before because I had a 7 a.m. meeting. It just means that I am not someone that is boxed up to 8 to 5. I prefer to get to work by 10 and work till 8 p.m. or get to work by 6 a.m. and work till 4 p.m. So if you are applying to a company that flexi time is not allowed, you are in trouble. So when an interviewer is telling you to talk about their company culture, those are the things they are expecting. Have you learned so far? What have you learned? Yeah, leave a comment. Lastly, before I go, please learn about your role. If it's possible, learn about the interviewer. Learn about the company. Interviewers recruiters like that the candidates know about what you are coming in for. Don't be applying for an audit role and be talking about tax. Okay, yeah, you can still talk about tax audits, but don't apply for an audit role and be talking about investment banking or stock portfolio. It's like this, you know, Kaduna to Ibadan. No, know about the company. If it's possible, know about your interviewer. Some companies are so nice that they give you the name of your interviewer. Check out the person on LinkedIn. Check out the company on LinkedIn. You know, the way you apply for MBA and you check out the university. Your present job is your MBA. If you do not have a job, how will you go for MBA? Do you understand? Lastly, I've said lastly like how many times now? I'm giving you people too much things. This question always come up. Should you ask an interviewer a question? Yes, please. As a matter of fact, I've heard interviewers say that sometimes they judge a candidate's intelligence and interest in the quality of the question he or she asks. And please don't ask, do you people go on holiday? No. Ask intelligent question. You know, if you are, for example, you have applied for a finance role, you say, I saw that there was a dip in stock, or I saw that you guys were listed on the stock exchange market. How has that been so far? What is the company culture like? Why? And a very good question to ask. See, I used to ask this one. What interests you about working in this company? You mentioned that you've worked with this company for 3 years. What is exceptionally interesting about this company? Please ask your interviewer questions and ask them intelligent questions. Now, do you have a question for me? Leave in the comments box. Till next time, I don't know what we're talking about next, but share this video, like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hello, I have a YouTube channel now. Till next time, I'm your one and only Emmanuel Faith. Peace.